Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to just kind of take a beat, relax, and come here and talk to you about my sobriety journey. It was time for me to update. I think my last one was 3 years ago, and I know how much my sober journey has affected other people because I'm very outspoken about it. I always told myself that the moment I got sober, I really wanted to be transparent about it. I think living a life addicted, being an addict, you get used to lies. And once I became sober, I really just wanted to be completely transparent. Like I said, I think it's important to be accountable. So here I am. I am over 4 years sober, and I don't know, now it's really a way of life. It's not something that I think about all the time. It's just who I am now. Alcohol doesn't factor into my life. Drugs don't factor into my life at all. I remember, like, when I first got sober, there was always kind of that worry that I was going to slip. And it really wasn't about whether or not I felt strong enough. It was more about was something going to happen to make me? And that's an addict's way of thinking, that there's always something that's going to trigger you back into your addiction. And I've learned since then that there are so many ways to deal with bad things that come rather than just numbing yourself. So I am now over 4 years sober, and it's like you just are on a trajectory towards being the best person you can be. Every day I wake up, I realize I am never going to be that person again. And to be honest, to like really break it down, I think what helps me stay sober is the fear of having to come off opiates again. I don't know if that's a healthy way of thinking, but the bottom line was that the withdrawal that I went through, because I was addicted to Oxycontins. Hi. Okay, so anyway, sorry about that. So I was addicted to Oxycontins, and I think that this is, I know this is a problem that is affecting all of America. These people that are battling addiction to opiates are some of the most normal, everyday people. These aren't just drug addicts in the streets. These are moms. These are, public servants. These are grandparents. These are like upstanding citizens. And, everybody's just trying to get better. So the fact that I was able to kick myself out of snorting 8 Oxycontin a day, and I have not relapsed, it's probably the proudest thing. I'm the most proud of this. I did better, not only for myself, which is number one, but for my family. So that being said, I know a lot of people out there are struggling, and it really makes me sad because I know how awful it is. And I think to really break it down, the fear of getting sober is what keeps people in that cycle. It's so scary because you forget who you are as a person when you're sober. Like, I didn't know who I was going to be. I didn't know if I was like a good person. I didn't know if I was capable of being a loving, kind mom. I didn't know. It had been so long being addicted and being in this terrible cycle of lying and using and lying and using. And now I look back on it and I know that the pain of getting sober was the best pain I've ever gone through in my life. Thank the Lord above that I was strong enough to do this. Now, let me just break it down for you how I got sober. This is a question I get all the time. I knew that I was going to die. It's as simple as that. I knew I was going to die. I was using more and more and more to the point where I was nodding out, and I lost everything. I lost my family. I lost my friends. I was sleeping on a stranger's couch. Like, this was bad. When I say it was bad, it was bad. Okay? So I knew it was time. I was either going to die or I was going to get clean. So I went to an addiction specialist and I said, listen, I got to get clean. How do I do this? So he detoxed me through Suboxone. I weaned off Suboxone within, it was actually quite a long time. It took me like 6 months to wean off Suboxone, but I did. And weaning off Suboxone was not as hard as people make it out. You just like slowly just wean off, and boom, there was one day where I just didn't need it anymore. And I will be honest, I didn't feel good. I know that's kind of a boring adjective, but good is all I can really think. I didn't feel good or capable for a good 6 months after I got sober. It was a day-to-day battle. So what you need to do is you need to, like, first of all, get a sponsor. Second of all, hit meetings. Meetings are so important. I went to AA and NA. The support and staying accountable to your peers is so important when it comes to your sobriety. So after about 6 months, I started like hitting my stride, and I started to feel like I could be happy again. Like, things brought me joy again. And it was surprising to me because it had been a really long time since I felt capable of joy. You know, I always felt like I was going through the motions, and I just always felt so sad. And now, with sobriety, it brings like this sense of peace that I know that I'm strong enough to take on absolutely anything. I made it out of the darkest depths of hell. And if you're out there and you're watching this and you feel like you want to get clean, that you have an issue, trust in fact, it is possible, because I did it. In the public eye, I made such horrible mistakes. I did interviews wasted to where nobody even knew what I was talking about. It was the most embarrassing thing of my life. But I came out of it, and I'm better for it. So I just want you to know out there that you can do this. You just have to believe in yourself and know that things get better. They get better, I promise. 7 years ago, I would have never thought my life could be so beautiful. I just want you to look forward and know that you can do it too. And if you have someone in your life that you know that is battling drug addiction or alcoholism or whatever, I want you to reach out and get some help. There's help for people that are in the lives of addicts. Al-Anon is such a great outlet, so look that up, Google it. Trust in fact, it's really good for everybody. Everybody that's in the life of an addict needs help, because you want to help, but you don't want to enable. So I think I just really wanted to come on and update you and also kind of lift your spirits. I get so many DMs from people saying they're struggling and how did I do it? And I just think you just have to get to a point where enough is enough. And you have to set your pride aside. You just have to say enough. I am not a perfect human being, and I'm laying myself at the mercy of God. And you just have to push forward. So, with all of that said, I just want you to understand that things can get better, all right? So this is my update on my sobriety. I am over 4 years sober, and I love you guys for all of your support. You keep me accountable. I like to talk to you guys about it over on my IG, on Jenna Can't Lose. And I am so thankful and so grateful to all of you for helping me move forward and accepting me for the new woman that I've become and giving me forgiveness. I truly appreciate it, because my life is I'm in the limelight and you matter to me, you know? So the fact that I was able to come out of this, not unscathed, but come out of this and be a better human being because of it, I'm so thankful. So thank you. And I hope that this video helps you in some way or another. Please leave a comment down below. Start the discussion. Stay accountable. And I hope that if you are struggling, I hope that you reach out. Okay, guys? So thanks for sitting down with me today. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.